In this short video, we'll talk briefly about any group services that you provide with a group of participants, as well as any assessments that those individuals may or may not have completed. Let's just talk about a little bit what group services are. If you look on page 7 of your QuickBase instruction manual, group services are really service that members provide to a group of folks in one setting, and this would be things like job club or a work readiness class. Maybe you're facilitating some other type of training at the site, or conducting a mock interview with a variety of individuals at one time. That would be considered a group service. So it's more than just a one-on-one meeting that you conduct with a participant. It's where you're providing services to more than one person at the same time. So what you would be doing in that participant's record, you could either create a new group service by using this button right here, or you'll be able to link that particular participant to a group service that you already have created in the system. It's a little bit confusing, but let me walk you through both options. If you click here and you know that John Smith attended a group service, like a job club, last Wednesday, you would click on Create New Group Service, but it's telling us before we can do that, we have to save this participant in the system first. For the purposes of this video, I'll cancel that, but once that participant record is saved, when you've clicked that Save and Close button, you would be able to then add people to group services, and you can just do that right from that participant's already saved record. Another way that you're able to add a group service is by going all the way back to the top in sort of that gray ribbon at the top here and click right here on group services. So we'll just say that we want to leave, and we'll click here on this button called New Group Service. From group services, you'll make sure to select your name and your related site and make sure that those two things match and are accurate before you select any additional information. And then you're just going to tell the data system a little bit about that group service information. So you hosted a job club, and let's say it was on networking, our favorite thing. And you held that session in a classroom. And we said that that was last Wednesday, and so we'll pretend like it was on October 16th. And it was just one day, so you're going to have the 16th for the start date and the end date. Let's say it was a 3-hour course, so we would say 3 hours. And you would tell us just a little bit about what that group service entailed. So you would say something like provided activities and resources related to networking for the job search. Doesn't have to be very detailed, just let us know a little bit more about what you did, and then any other notes that you would want to be sure and indicate for that. And then you would click Save and Close. And once that group service is already sort of added there, you can indicate the types of accomplishments that you did. So for this one, we talked about networking. We could maybe consider that job search skills, career readiness skills, and those would probably be the two most related sort of topics related to that accomplishments of the group service. And then for attendees, if you click on that third tab right there, any participants that you've already added and saved in the system, you'll be able to double click and make a selection. They'll show up on this drop down. I'm using a test account, so you can't see any right now, but ones that you've already added in for your site or activated at your site who received services earlier will show up on that drop down, and you'll be able to select who actually attended that group service. So once you've done that, you've indicated the service info, accomplishments, and any related attendees, then you can click Save and Close, or if you need to go back and double check that attendee list, that's totally okay too. Save what you have, and you'll always be able to go back in and actually edit and amend that group services right from the group services table at the top. So it's really nice to be able to do that. So save and close. And if you have a couple of different job clubs that you'd like to indicate attendance lists for, you're able to do that At the same time, you can do, instead of clicking save and close, you would then just click save and new and create a new one and kind of follow the same exact instructions that I just outlined.